Doing styles on them like it's
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory. It's Bell's Steelers going up against Ezekiel Elliott's Cowboys. With that, let's get you to a hot and humid South Florida as we welcome in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Guys, stay hydrated.
Larry, we come to you from a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls with an 11th on the way in 2020. Yes, we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hi again, everybody. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, as always, he's Charles Davis. And, Charles, we saw in the open, we've got a couple of great running backs in this game tonight, each capable of putting a team on his back.
And I'm excited to talk about the runners, not just the passers, who have a big hand and who's going to win this game. Both of these guys are do-it-all, can run it, can catch it. I can't wait to get this one started.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Stepping into your screen as the Cowboys offense takes the field is quarterback Dak Prescott. And in 2017, I guess you had to expect some regression to the mean, so to speak, after everything seemingly went right for him as a rookie. What did you think of his sophomore campaign?
Regression to the mean?
I saw your eyes kind of give that look like, what are you talking about, kid?
You know, educationally, maybe I didn't come up to yours.
Come on.
What, regression to the mean?
Your education's way past mine.
I think what you're saying is everything did go right for Dak Prescott and the Cowboys a season ago with 13-3. He was incredible. You're exactly right. There had to be some change-up. Remember, Ezekiel Elliott didn't play a full season. That hurt them a little bit on offense. Dak had to take on more. I thought he got better as the season went on. I expect big things from him in 2018.
Yeah, because the yardage and TDs were only slightly down. The interceptions, though, they grew from 4 to 13 from 2016 to 2017. On second down, Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a man who's becoming an elder statesman among quarterbacks in the league, drafted back in 2004. It's Ben Roethlisberger.
And when you talk about the best quarterbacks in the NFL, you have to talk about Ben Roethlisberger. And he's used to competition. Remember the class he came out of in 2004 with Eli Manning and Phillip Rivers also available.
And how many do you think envisioned the greatness of that class at the time?
I don't think to the levels that we've seen. Potential, no doubt. But how many Super Bowls collectively have these guys won?
Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And a look look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee's one of my favorite players, and I don't mind saying it because I love his versatility. I can move him inside at the linebacker position. I can move him outside. I can rush him off the edge, rush him up the middle. He can drop into pass coverage. In fact, his versatility was on display even in his high school days, where he was a big-time high school basketball player that had a chance to play in college as well.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 58 yards.
There's obviously nothing shy about the guys dialing up offense here. They take a shot on third down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I know everyone wants that prototypical wide receiver, you know, the 6'3", 200-plus pound guy, like a Julio Jones and A.J. Green and Des Bryant. Antonio Brown just shatters that, doesn't he? Small.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So the Cowboys offense coming back out there, and after the excitement of that 13-3 year, the NFC East title 2016, they fell back to earth in 2017. They still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them.
No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2016 and 2017. They were plus 115 a season ago. Just plus 22 this year. That means tighter games can go either way, and not enough of them win in Dallas's win column in this past season.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 2017 for Zeke Elliott, a mixed bag. Would he play, would he not play? Well, he missed the 6 games from weeks 10 to 15. He still finished, though, Charles, 10th in the league in rushing.
Just tells you about the talent that he has and how explosive he is and what he brings to the table. Look, he averaged 98 yards per game, 98.3 to be exact, a full 11 yards higher than number 2 Todd Gurley behind him. So that just tells you, if he plays a full season and he's averaging that type of yardage, I think Dallas's win numbers go up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll give to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. At the end of one, it's a close game here early on. And we'll be back to South Florida after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll try to throw now. Prescott throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna, and it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the wideout Antonio Brown. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Gain of 13.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. It's complete to Brown, right side. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And now running right through it. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A second down throw for Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his football. Go get him, Larry.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. With it is Brown. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Fights loose, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Anthony Hitchens in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Roethlisberger over the middle. It's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Fielded at the 33. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A first down throw for Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Prescott to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Cowboys haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Steelers have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Set up now, 3rd and 7. Browns got the reception, and he ends up at the 19-yard line before he stopped on the play. Sticking with the same drive. On the run, this is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll run it in from 5 yards out as they take a 7-0 lead. 1st and 10. Bell's going to duck out to the left, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. Steelers up by 2 touchdowns. Now 1st and 10. Prescott's on point with the throw, and he'll end up at the 45-yard line before being tackled. But they end up coming away with just 3 on the drive. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
This is taken at the 3. He juked him. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Xavier Grimble from 4 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And it's 21-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Again, it's Elliott. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And some room to work. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And this one caught by Dennis Bryant. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Witten brushes him aside. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll throw again. Prescott on the left side. He finds Beasley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A Dallas 1st down. Prescott hook it up with Beasley.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. First down, Prescott. Going for it all. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down, inbounds, for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. A screen to Bell. Look at this spin.
Balance.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Roethlisberger going to throw it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense called rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Here's Bell, pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Oh, and now he bowls him over, and he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to the ball at this rate.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll go again with Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor... the first down. And it... It'll be a turnover on downs. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One last shot now for Prescott. And oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From South Florida, good night, everybody.